Incoming transmission.
Picture this, a recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 10th of November. Well, it's just literally the 10th of November, as it is 1:45 in the morning, right here in the UK, and I'm looking at Choplifter on the Sega Master System. I don't do enough Master System games. This is my second one, and I've never played this game in my life, so crap gameplay incoming. Anyway, this is quite cool. Alright, so you've got two buttons on the Master System pad, and it's fairly simple. One is your fire button, and the other one actually turns your helicopter round. So that's quite cool. Yeah, I like that. This is actually quite a nice little game. The idea is basically, you see that building I just bombed then. The idea is to destroy those, and then little guys will run out, and then you've got to go and pick them up. And while I'm doing a great job of shooting them all, but you basically do that, and then you take them back to your the base that you started at, and that is the premise of the game. Very simple, but you know, it's lots of fun. I quite like this game actually. I must have missed to bomb that one, so let's do that one now. You can see there's lots of enemies on screen and lots of things to avoid, so you've got to be very, very careful with that. That's quite cool as well. When you actually when you land, the guys actually call you over. There's a little tank here that's doing a great job of missing me completely. It's trying to bomb the little men as well, and oh, that's me dead. That'll teach me for paying attention to what the little men were doing. Never mind. So yeah, you push the button, and then you can turn your helicopter around either way, which is really nice. And the other button fires. It's just such a simplistic control system, and it works really, really well. It's very smooth, as you can see from this. You've got your all your heads-up display in the top there, with your score and everything else. Now, everything in this game can kill you, so you've got to be very careful. Sometimes it gets a little bit difficult to avoid things, but you know what? This is my first game I've ever played. Time I've played this game, so I didn't expect to be very good at this. But this is a game I'd probably revisit. To be fair, this is actually really good fun. I think this is a turn-based two-player game, so if you really wanted to play with a friend, that would be a great idea. And you can challenge each other to see how many little guys you can pick up and rescue, which would be an awesome job. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a really nice little game. Did you play Choplifter on the Master System? Did you have this game on your Master System console? What do you think of it? Because I like this. I think the sound's good as well, and the music's really cool. It's very, very nice little game. The Master System, I don't know, it always seemed to be a little bit, behind the Nintendo Entertainment System. I know there's going to be Sega fanboys out there, and there's going to be Nintendo fanboys who will defend each console, but you know what? They were both as good as each other. I was just a Nintendo fan at the time, because that's the console I was bought. But you know what? Sega did a pretty good job with some of these, and they produced some of the best arcade games you're ever going to play, like Altered Beast and, games of that stature, Afterburner, just to name two, which I must actually get around to doing Afterburner at some point. But yeah, Sega did some really good games, and their consoles were probably the best ones to play them on. Obviously, Nintendo didn't get versions at the time, but that's cool. We can forgive them for that. But the Master System actually did a really good job of bringing those sort of those arcade games into the home. Such as Golden Axe as well. I did remember playing the Master System version of that, and I was quite impressed by it, to be fair. But realistically, I don't know. What were you guys? Were you a Nintendo fan, or were you a Sega fan, or did you have both? Were you fortunate enough to own both? Same with the Mega Drive and SNES, I suppose. But yeah, I was always a bit more swayed towards the Nintendo side of things. I don't know. I just think their sound system was better and their control system was better. I don't know. It's just one of those things. So, Choplifter, it's a great game, and I think if you just want something to kill time for a little bit, this game is the one for you. So you can see here, I'm going to land on the pad, and these little guys will get out of the helicopter, and you get a score, which multiplies as they leave. So the more guys you've got in your helicopter at the time, the more that come out, the more your score's going to multiply. It's a lovely little game to play. And yeah, I think if you've got a friend, definitely go in for the 2-player option and see how far you can sort of go between you, which I think is a really, really good plan. It's always good to challenge your mates. I quite like that. Obviously, games that have multiplayer are always going to score that little bit better. You can see sometimes how difficult it is to avoid stuff. But, you know, I can take that as a very tiny niggle, and probably the fact that I'm not used to it fully. So let's... but this game's going to score quite high, because I actually quite like this. It's a great little game, like I said. If you guys haven't played Choplifter, you can find it on the internet. I can't tell you where. Obviously, like I said with the Amiga stuff, you know, you can find these games if you look hard enough. They're not really that difficult. Now, the one thing I will say is that when you land the helicopter, you'll notice that tank will just arrive out of nowhere. So you've got to be careful of him. Anyway, guys, sound, music, gameplay, graphics, all pretty damn good for a Sega Master System. That's it for me. I will catch you again very, very soon. Hello to new subscribers, by the way. Great to have you along. And hello, existing subscribers. I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye for now.